right, here we go. Game Notes Daily. The chat is engaged. Merles, welcome. You looking good? You got the hair all done
Trying
up.
to get it going. Big dinner date with the wife tonight, so trying to look good here.
You're looking great. Look at that. Holy God. Nice head of hair on him. Well, Merles, everybody, welcome to Game Notes Daily. Obviously, a team eliminated last night. We'll get to the recaps of both those games. You got a big date tonight. I worked out this morning, Merles.
Ooh, nice.
I got it going.
Am I inspiring you? My video yesterday?
Your video inspired me. I'm like, it's time to go. And my buddy, Sean Sweezum, ex-Steelers kicker, got a hold of me. He lives in town here. Said, hey, let's go play some pickleball. So we get to the pickleball courts this morning. Welcome on the chat, everybody. That's right. It's engaging. Here we go. Hit the subscribe on YouTube.
Hey, Army, real quick. We have a rock star about to join us.
Oh, we do? Okay, I'll say
he only has 5 minutes, so
Good.
maybe we hold that. But I'm gonna bring him in now. Sad day, bad day for this legend, Frank the Tank.
Ooh,
there he is, folks.
What's going on, Frank?
Frank, how you doing? Initial reaction right now. I know we don't have much time with you. Just initial reaction from your Devils.
I think the Hurricanes are a really good team. I think I thought the Hurricanes had a chance to win the Stanley Cup at the beginning of the season. They were one of my picks. The Devils showed a lot of improvement this year. They have some holes they got to address. But the funniest thing is Ranger fans chirping the Devils. I mean, they're the last ones to talk. They're chirping the Devils over our celebration after Game 7. They're saying, I mean, the Rangers are just losers.
I agree, Frank. I had a huge bet on them on the series. They were losers.
So, Frank, what do you think? A very successful season, I would say, regardless of them being knocked out. I know you had them for Stanley Cup pick. I think you have to be happy with the massive improvement. They knocked Merles and I Penguins teams off for the biggest point improvement by a team. That record was held by us, the Penguins. When was that? 05, 06?
607.
Is that what it? 06, 07.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they broke that this year. They didn't really have a fall off. You saw Jack Hughes just explode onto the scene. Really, they're kind of waiting for him to pop as a super highly touted, skilled, franchise changer. What do you think of Timo Meier? What do you think of the progress? What are your hopes for next year? What do you think is going to happen signing wise?
I look at the offseason priorities. I think you have to re-sign Timo Meier. Jesper Bratt is kind of expendable at this point. I'd like to go forward with Akiri Schmid as the goalie. Maybe Vanacek stays as backup for now. Theo Blackwood. Look at Dawes maybe for the future. They need to get some more toughness on defense, a little more size. Get an enforcer in here. I like what I saw from Luke Hughes.
That was going to be my question.
Luke Hughes actually played well in the playoffs in his 3 games. I think Luke Hughes, the full season of him, I think Luke Hughes has a good shot to win the Calder next year. I mean, and then you got Simon Nemec coming up.
Yeah,
you got all. You know it all, Frank. You got these guys. I was just going to bring him up too.
There's a lot of pieces here, and they just need one or two pieces, and then you get the playoff experience, and that's how you go forward.
That's big, right, Merles? I think just getting in, having a run, like Jack Hughes, heart of a lion. I loved his compete level. I think he's more than just a skill guy. We saw what he did, Merles, and you see those guys kind of engage and take off. Hughes definitely did.
Yeah, and they got 2 rounds in. This is why I wanted Buffalo to try to make a push for it, even though everybody's like, don't waste the future. Just get that experience of 1 round and then get punted. That's fine. But now New Jersey got 2 rounds. That's huge for their development.
And they won a Game 7 against an arch rival, the Rangers. If you take out those first 2 games against the Rangers, they pretty much dominate that series.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they're a more veteran team, and a more veteran team, right? So they overcame a lot and showed, I think, really well. I don't think they had Palat for most of the season as well. Regular season, it'll be good for him to get a good summer after that surgery and get healthy and come back for a full season next year. I think Frank, I think there's lots to like moving forward with this Devils team. I think you're going to be busy around the Devils world.
Yeah, well, I hope so. I got a baseball team that just
Should that be a
The New York
fade?
Mets, the New York Mets could mess up a one-car funeral.
Should that be one of our picks? Like every day, just keep fading the Mets, and we'll make a ton of money.
Yes.
All right. We got to. This is a gambling show, so we got to look for that. We're gonna put that on our notices once all this hockey winds down.
Frank, sorry, go ahead, Murr.
Yeah, what do you got for us? Now your team's out. Who do you like to win the cup at this point?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Carolina Hurricanes.
Oh, all right. Whoever knocked you out, you're gonna ride them.
And Frank, let me ask you, what do you like about them? What is it about their team that you think they can get it done?
I think they had the speed to match the Devils. They swarm, and they just are able to win those puck battles.
Yeah, they are. They're aggressive. They're structured. They're fast. They're engaged. There's lots to like about them. They've got like 3 goalies that they can go to at any time as well, and still missing 3 guys that are getting a lot of talk of 3 important guys that are out of their lineup right now as well. Svechnikov being, the main guy. So, good pick, Frank. I think they're going to be a tough out no matter who they play at this point in playoffs. So.
Yeah.
What do you have coming up, Frank? Where are you? What are you doing? Where
I'm doing Rough and Rowdy. I'm not Rough and Rowdy, so tune in tonight. BuyRNR.com.
There it is. Yeah, exactly. We should tee that up. BuyRNR.com. Rough and Rowdy. Where are you at? You're at the Something Health Arena tonight. Is that where it's at?
I forgot the name of the arena. It's in Huntington.
Yeah.
It is Something Health Arena.
Yeah. Southern Health Arena, I believe it's called.
Where's that? West Virginia?
Southern Health. Yeah.
Yeah,
nice,
so stay tuned
I'll
for
be
that.
tuning into that. You got to put that on the side TV. I'm going to have the Leafs on the main TV, and I'm going to have the Rough and Rowdy on the side TV.
And I'm getting ready to go shoot some Raw Dog videos. So
Speaking of Raw Dog and Frank, what NHL arena has the best food and best hot dog in particular?
Well, Prudential Food Center food is terrible. I haven't had much good hot dogs at any NHL arena.
You were at the FDNY NYPD game. Did you get in any dogs there? I saw you there. That was an awesome event.
I didn't get a dog there. I did not get a dog while I was there.
Okay, so no review on that one. All right. A lot of the teams order from these these big food outlets that just supply everything for the arena, and sometimes
most arena dogs or stadium dogs are pretty bad.
So where are you at today? What are we going to see? Is this a secret? We can't say anything? What dog you trying?
The videos will be out in a couple of months.
Okay.
Army, he went up to my hometown. He did the trifecta. He did Gus's. He did Hot Dog Charlie's. He did Famous Lunch. And we have the mini dogs up there. They're about half the size of a regular dog.
Yeah, slider dogs.
So, slider dogs. All right, here. We got a question right here. Charlie's or Gus's? Do you remember which one was better? Gus's is the little red shack, little tiny shack.
Gus's.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's a big fight back home. Whose is better? And you find it at a couple other little spots. We'll try to match it too. But I bring the Charlie sauce over here to Sweden, and it's a big hit. But you're all about raw dogging it, keeping it plain.
Yes.
Attaboy, Frank.
Yes.
Well, thanks for stopping by. I know you're a busy man, getting ready. BuyRNR.com, right, is where you can find Rough and Rowdy tonight.
Yes, indeed.
Frank will be there putting on a clinic with everyone else. Highly entertaining, fighting. Boxing, and I suggest everyone takes a peek at that tonight and keeps track of Frank, because he's all over the place on that too. So it's really good. Good luck with that, Frank. Good luck with everything. Hey.
All right. Talk to you guys later.
Thanks for coming on, Frank.
All right. Thanks for coming on. There he goes. Bleeding heart, New Jersey Devils fan. Man, we've had a lot of them. Frank the Tank.
He was in pretty good spirits considering.
Yeah.
I think he's most positive about the Devils out of all of his teams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no doubt. There's no question about that. Although that one video of him slowly walking out of the rig with that Charlie Brown music is
so funny.
That'll live forever. That video is just unbelievable how sad he was in that moment.
But Army, I want to hear. I cut you off there when we started going. I want to hear about this gym experience. Like, what are you doing? Like, what's been going on today? You look dead.
Shout out to the people in the chat. I saw some people right before I was about, way to go, Army. Congrats. Thanks for the support. Yeah, I want to get back into it. I want to get back into it. I haven't worked out really since I quit playing hockey. I've enjoyed eating, drinking, all the good parts of life, family, cleaning up all my kids' leftovers. You know how dads go to work, Merles. There's a little on the plate. I'm a clean plater. I'm a damn clean plater.
I've
That's
never
what I
eaten
do.
so many frozen chicken nuggets in my life since I had a kid.
Mac and cheese coming out the ass. Yeah, you just pound it down, make sure everything's cleaned up. But I got in the pickleball. So we got there. We wanted to play pickleball. I never played pickleball before. So I'm like, let's do this. So we get there. We get told you're using the wrong rackets. You're on the wrong court. You know, like older ladies come over because they got like a league going on. So we don't know what we're doing. We just barge in there, we don't know what we're doing. So we eventually get bullied out of there because like the courts are booked kind of thing. So we go and decide we're going to play tennis now. Well, tennis is a whole other game. Like it's like ping pong, and then you go play tennis. You're running around like a maniac. Merles, what do you got going on?
I don't know. I got like this line going.
You got a
down
line.
my face. Yeah. How
the hell did you get a line? Look at this line.
It's from the light. Tilt your camera down a little. Tilt your camera down a little.
No, tilt it up. I love this. This is live.
Just wipe your camera, Murr. Wipe your camera.
Yeah, there he goes. There it is.
There we go.
Oh no, I can still see a little bit. It's way better.
Hero lamp I bought here.
Maybe it's a hero lamp.
Whatever light you have right above you, turn it off.
It's too high. Let's stay with Merles while he does this. Go ahead, Merles. Get her done. Let's see this.
I got no pants on. I got no pants on. I got to move it
up. Can you imagine if he's standing on? Oh, there he goes.
Hey, that was like Biz yesterday. When Biz came on yesterday, I don't think he was wearing pants.
There we go. Is that better?
Yeah, it worked.
Darker now, though.
Oh, that's fine.
That's never happened before here. I'm in the same room.
Oh, looks good. I was hoping you were going to get up and like turn the light bulb off, and then you're going to get the wobbly chair going.
One guy's like, tell Merles he only has the beauties filter on half his face. That's how I saw it.
I got the fake nose filter rolling right now. This isn't even real. This is a fake nose. Merles is in the mix. That's a great comment, Thomas. Thank you. We love the people. I see Singsy's on here. Singsy's in. Singsy, rest in peace, New Jersey Devils to Singsy. I'm sure he'll be along for the ride. Some great bets from Singsy on this run. He's devastated that his Devils, bowed out. Good to see him on here. I know he was working. I was messaging with him the other day. He's working, but he still finds time to tune in. But Merle, so anyways, we were wrestling these trying to wrestle these pickleball courts away. We conversation. No, we got this book. We got a league. Okay, so we went over and played tennis, and like tennis, I'm like running like a maniac. So we decided we're going to do an hour of tennis. So Sweezums we're playing. We're not very good at tennis. It's way more technical. I don't need that in my life. I just want to bang it around. That's why I think pickleball would be huge. I don't know. Maybe I'm a loser pickleball high society guy, but
it's huge over here. This paddle, everybody plays it. It's not for me. It's too quick of movements. I'm not a quick movement guy.
No. What pickleball's too quick of movements?
Yeah, the little court they play on over
the
here.
Little
they play
one.
in the little court. Yeah, that's not good for me.
It's harder, you think?
I don't know. I just like to run slow and steady. Get a long jog in.
Thanks. He's listening to Street Sweeper. Let's go, Devin. Devin G. Let's go. Yeah, that's right. Everyone's pretending like they're working while they listen. Yeah, we're happy to be here for you. But anyways, I do the tennis for an hour. Then I stop by my buddy's place. This Mark Voigt, ex-triathlete, raced he was professional, traveled all over, sponsored athlete, did it for a number of years. This guy's in unbelievable shape still, now that he's even retired. Actually, his son is Ty Voigt, which is a prospect of the Toronto Maple Leafs, which we'll get to tonight in our tee up.
Little segue. But I went over to his house. He put me through a 20-minute cooker workout. It was like 4 minutes of working out straight, 4 different exercises, a minute of exercise with a minute off. And I was like, I didn't think I was going to be able to make it. I don't know if that's what you need your first day back.
Buddy, it wasn't like heavy weights or anything. It was just like high intensity. And I was like, holy shit. Like, I don't think I can do the show. I got on here with G before you got on. I was like, I don't know if my brain's working right now. So yeah, there it is. Ty Voigt, Brendan, Ty Voigt, nasty Leafs prospect. Yep. Sarnia. I think, G, did you watch them? You watched them play, right? They got knocked out by London Knights when you were there.
Yeah, I ISO cammed him. Like the second you texted
I text you. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a small little guy, but man, he can fucking play. He was awesome on the power play, just running it for Sarnia. And he's just like a little water bug out there too. Just like he's making shit happen even when he doesn't have the puck.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for little guys, that's tough.
He was the guy that got left off the World Juniors. He was the leading scorer in the OHL, and they left him off the World Juniors. How'd that work out for them, USA?
Yeah, he was running the OHL, and then they had a good team. They had a good run and got knocked out by London. But can you imagine a guy like that, like in the future, maybe possibly like with like a guy like Nyes, another young guy that like has that Austin Matthew big body, a little more physical though, and like can create, and him just dishing pucks to Nyes on the Leafs. So another good prospect for them. So his dad almost killed me this morning. And I got here to do the show, and I was like, Merle's like, I don't know. Like I was picturing you though, like you just go for like dad jogs. Hey.
Yeah, dude, just sometimes I stop, I got to walk for 5 minutes, regain my thing, and just go again. And when we were playing, you had to go for the whole 30, 40 minutes, like as you're trying to really work out. But now it's just all about a sweat. Get the booze out, so you can eat and drink more later.
Merles, I told you this before, and I'm pretty sure you got a nice pair, but rollerblading is the second weather gets nice. I can't stress it enough. Throw on the blades, go for a little cruise, because when you get tired, you just glide. It's a nice smooth glide.
Yeah, I don't have them over here though. They're still in the U.S. I haven't had enough room in any times I've come back yet with my bags to have them over there. They're sitting in the U.S. ready for the next Chicklets Cup.
We'll get you a pair. We'll have Bauer.
Merle's in Sweden doing the thing where the people, they have the pylons. He's like, doing the feet things. Get memesy on one of those.
Quick feet.
Yeah, get memesy on that meme. Just whizzing through those things with the leg crosses.
I'm going to actually ride my bike down to dinner tonight, so that's going to be my workout today. So
you're going to double? You're going to double the old lady? You're going to get her on there?
She's already down there. She's already down there at happy hour.
Pre-drinking.
Hey, Army, just picture Merles and Miggs on a tandem bicycle just riding through Sweden.
Miggsy's legs can't even touch the pedals. Merles is grinded. That's so funny.
Yeah, the Miggs isn't going to make it today, but he sent some picks for later. But talking about picks and talking about sports betting, I got to talk to you about the ScoreBet. ScoreBet is the best sports book for the hockey obsessed. We have daily specials every day with the Chicklets crew. Look for Biz's core 4 tonight for his Leafs. They're going for it again. But always bet responsibly. 18 plus, Ontario only. If you have a gambling problem, call Connects Ontario at 1-866-531-2600. Let's go, Ontario. Let's win some bets again tonight here.
Yeah, let's be responsible. Let's just be really responsible. All right, people. So 2 games last night. We had one series end. Let's get into it. We had Frank kind of on briefly to talk and reacts to his Devils bowing out. Carolina, unbelievable. Relentless game. Relentless pursuit. Their D is just on another level, I think, in production and the way they played, and they were able to fend off and take down the New Jersey Devils 3-2 in overtime. Jesper Fast. That's funny. I said Jesper Fast, but I picked on our chat Burns, and shot from the point. He does tip it in for the OT winner.
Shot to the mixer. Weird. Yeah.
We got to get shirts mixed.
Yeah, it's every goal. How about the goal Biz broke down on TNT last night? It was. I was waiting for him to say it's going in the mixer. No, he didn't use it.
Didn't say it, eh?
We'll talk to him later. Yeah,
we got to talk to him about that.
But yeah, Kane's money line, that was huge. I had Jarvis anytime. He hits the post right away, and it's like, if that one dropped, that would have been a huge one for me. But Kane's got it done. That was a big play for me.
I had Burns 2 points, got killed. Burnsy killed me. I was hoping he could pick up one more. I was thinking it would be him. I got killed on all my bets until Pavelski at the end of the night. I mean, every other bet I had was just brutal. I got 1 out of like my 5. Didn't I, Mur?
Yeah.
You got the list there?
If Fast have scored that first goal, that empty net he missed, it would have changed everything. I think it would have been a blowout. We would have got a ton of goals. We would have hit the over. Yeah. Then you're looking at Hughes getting a cookie at the end. And, but it just, as soon as he missed, then it became a low-scoring game, which was brutal. And I talked about it on Chicklets last night. Dustin F. sent me the stats. He said, and this is what happens. You get these stats, and it mushes them. He said the last 8 5.5 have gone over. It was 8-0. Now it's 8-1. So as soon as you get these stats, it ends up messing with us. But I'm going to use them again tonight later on. We'll get to that later on. But yeah, congrats to the Canes. Congrats to the Devils. I was chirping them a little bit with the Rangers and stuff, but they're a great team, great future like we talked about with Frank, and great season.
Yeah, unbelievable season. Yeah, I think their future is extremely bright. We'll see some of the moves. I think this summer will be big for them in guys that they get. and retain, Timo Meier being one of those guys. And I think is Damon Severson up on the back end. I know they have D coming in though, young D, but you still got to surround them with, some veteran guys, right? I think it's important for them.
What does a guy like Timo Meier cost? Or what would you guys pay Timo Meier?
Doesn't he have something crazy?
He has like a crazy
10 million
qualifying
first year
offer or something.
He does.
I don't know.
I wouldn't pay that for him, especially with his playoff performance he put on. But maybe you tell him like, hey, we're going to do another different deal. I don't know how it all works. I don't see anybody paying him that. Can you pay somebody $10 million when they show up in playoffs and get one goal in 2 series?
An Austin Matthews situation on your hands.
Yeah, maybe they do pay him then.
I don't know. I don't know how that all
That's
works.
the situation.
But I know that was a problem when he was getting traded, that there was this big qualifying offer. So
yeah, that's what I heard too. Timo 8 times 8 would be unreal for the Devils. I could live with that. All right, or 8 times.
Yeah, that
5.
one. But
8 times 5.
10 million sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, it sounds insane to me. But
I'm not a
Canes moving on. I like the Canes. Yeah. Canes are sick. I think the Canes would play anyone left in this right now. Those teams out west, especially the teams going tonight, like the Golden Knights and the Oilers, can be, I think, a problem. But I think the Canes will find a way, just with their playing style, to play anyone tight, play anyone tough, and be in your face. So they've surprised, even with the players that they've missed. Anything else from that game?
No, we can
at all
move
that
on.
series.
Yeah, move on. Seattle Stars.
Yeah, Seattle Stars. What'd you make of this, Merles?
Well, first off, I don't know what's wrong with RA and Witt. These guys, they've talked about this series twice now. First, it was RA gives credit about the 4-second lines to some guy on Twitter. I'm like, RA, I've talked about it 3 different times on Chicklets with you. And he's like brain dead. And then last night, I'm listening to Chicklets this morning, and Witt is like, have you seen this Wyatt Johnston guy? Have you seen this stats? I'm like, I've been talking to you guys for 3 months about this guy, that he's the next coming of Bergeron. Like, what do you, and he talked to him like we've never talked about him. So I don't know what's going on with these guys, but yeah, Wyatt Johnston scored the big first goal and they just rolled from there. That was nice. Yeah, they rolled. They've got guys though that just, comparatively to Seattle, who's relentless. And I get it. They've got good players, but when you've got the playoffs that Hintz is having right now, you look at Robertson, who's not scoring, but still producing. You look at Pavelski coming back and what he's able to do. Jamie Benz being an X factor. Seguin at times has been, an X factor. So they've got more star power and game breaker ability with some of the guys they have. And then you sprinkle in, those Wyatt Johnsons and some of these other guys, and Harley on the back end, and, Heiskanen, just a game breaker. So they got more game breakers that are able to kind of push over the top and for them and looking at them, I don't know. They seem like they might be just too much to handle when they crank their game up against as good and as relentless as Seattle is, Merles. They might be too much. You said all those guys. You didn't even talk about the goalie yet. They probably got the best goalie, best goalie left in the whole thing. So they look really strong. I think that's a good home ice advantage down there. I think I got healthy scratched when I played there. You would probably know. Is it a tough place to play down there?
In Dallas?
In Dallas?
Yeah, it's like a different setup, a different vibe in the rink. I feel like just walking on the ice is different. You remember in San Jose,
it was a long walk or something, right?
You walk all the way down and you come out in that corner and they have all the ice girls are all down there and they sit right there.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, Biz is always talking about that.
Yeah. And it's just like an awkward setup. There he is. What a segue. We found our
talking about Dallas.
Yeah.
Hey, they
just smelled perfume when you come up.
They gave me a signed calendar, all the girls one year, because I kept tweeting about them. And then you would go down. It's why you would lose every away game there, is because you go down there and they got that perfume on, and you're just like, oh. And on top of that, it's almost like when you go to Russia. Like when I went over to Yaroslav, they have the on ice girls, and then they have the ones on that deck that are dancing up top. So as far as the ice girl show that Dallas puts on, it's second to none. I don't know. They turn them over quite a bit, but
Busy. You're like an old hound dog out there. Hey, tough to play when your pink thing's hanging out. Like a dog.
The red lipstick.
The red lipstick.
Yeah. They'd skate by the bench. Early days, the Islanders had a couple twins. Apparently, one of the backup goalies for the Penguins got a Hummer during one game by one of the ice girls. Imagine that.
No way.
Yeah, that's like an old school story.
Old time hockey right there.
How you guys doing?
Oh, good, buddy. Back in the saddle last night. How was it last night, buddy?
It was good. I got a demo in. I forgot to say the mixer though.
I just talked about it. I was sitting there watching it this morning. I'm like, oh, he's gonna use it. Like this is the perfect play for it.
We're gonna call you out.
I let you down, buddy. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Yeah, we'll keep it as our hidden secret over here at Game Notes Nail. We don't want everybody to know about it. But look at all the goals going in on it now. All the big goals are going in from the mixer.
I read a stat this morning. I think it was Mike Kelly who tweeted it out. How many high danger scoring chances in the slot area that Dallas has generated throughout playoffs, even compared to Seattle. Like Dallas has the most, Seattle has the least. So right now, I feel like that's the difference in the series. You see how many chances Dallas is able to get inside that mixer area. Do you call it the mixer only though when it's like for instance, the OT goal that Fast scored?
It's kind of exactly like how I started with it is like that goal you demonstrate where you throw it in there and it just gets spit out into the net. It can hit their leg, it can hit our leg, it can hit the stick. Like it's like a blender, like a mixer, and it just spits it out into the net. Just get it in there.
Get it in there.
Get your bodies in there, and
it's like when you got the beaters in there, just going to town on that little unit, and it just get the puck in there, and it's
nobody knows where it's going. Just throw it in there. Who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, the mixer's been in play. That's playoff hockey, man. Get it in there.
Mixer, as in like a blender.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
kind of. Yeah.
But it's a different kind.
Yeah.
Could be a Pink Whitney mixer.
It's like the slap chop.
Yeah.
There it is. Merle's mixer.
You're going to love my nuts. Did he say that? You're going to love my nuts. There's a shirt, G.
Biz's brain is already spinning. He's already texted Jeff. We're already trademarking Merle's mixer. It's going to be the next drink on the market.
You got to make a cocktail.
All right.
Let me grab my phone. I got to retweet the stream.
It's blue because it's a crease, like the blue crease.
Oh, there we go.
You got to be in the paint.
Yep.
Oh, fuck yeah. It's a blue drink. Here we go.
Wow.
It's like
Look at Vizzy. Look at Vizzy. He's fired up.
Well, because you got the white ice, you got the red ice, and the blue ice, so it's almost like that. What's that?
Yeah, the old bomb pop, the old rocket pop you get at the ice cream truck, Mr. Dingaling.
No, it's called the mixer pop now, buddy.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
we had it back home. We called it Dickie D's, and the guy rode the bike and he dinged the bell. Dickie D's, right? Did you have that, Busy?
Oh, we had Dickie. They would show up to the baseball diamonds all the time, and then you had the chocolate baseball glove with the gumball in the middle.
Oh, yep. Oh, that's a classic. That's a classic one. I was trying to tell my wife about that because over here it's weird. The ice cream truck comes and he just sells it by the box. You have to buy like a box of 10 or 12 of the same one. It's crazy.
And then you're reselling it to the kids that are there.
Like, you just buy it and then you give everybody in the neighborhood one. I'm like, ours is so much better. You can pick a new one each time.
Well, it's that time of the year, boys. You start hearing that ice cream truck come down the street. This guy just patrols my neighborhood too. He knows because there's so many kids in my neighborhood. And that music kicks on and my kids go berserk. They run outside. They're trying to scrounge. And it's like, remember when you like when I was a kid in Canada, it's like, can I get a toonie? Like a toonie, just a little $2 coin. Now these ice creams are like 6 bones, 7 bones for it's insane, man. It's insane. These guys.
And he comes the switch. He drives into your neighborhood.
Oh yeah. It's like the guy retires after he leaves my neighborhood.
It changes the price.
Yeah. Sees the size of those houses. He's like, oh, yeah.
You come home, he's sitting down with the wife on the couch. It's like, we have something to tell you. He's like, she left you for the ice cream guy because he's making so much. This is my house now. We packed you a bag, and
I'm totally fine with it. I'm living with them, but I'm totally just sucking it up because he's so rich.
And you're getting free popsicles.
So busy. I got a workout in this morning though. I'm back. First time ever. So we'll see if I can get through the weekend. I just explained to Merles. I did a little tennis for an hour. Then I crushed a 20-minute hard workout, like crazy hard workout, maybe too hard for where I'm at right now in my life. But pretty good day to start this nice Friday off with some awesome games tonight, buddy. What are you thinking?
Slow and steady, buddy.
Yeah, I don't want to overdo
it. You nervous, Biz? How you feeling pre-game here?
I was before I came on. I was like, how do I feel about this? And I've been feeling it for the past couple of days since Game 4. I think it's going to 7. I don't know how I feel about Game 7 yet, but I feel super confident about tonight.
I do too. I got a good feeling too. I just want the drama. I think this drama is going to keep building and building, and it's going to be something legendary.
We were talking about it before we started the show. We quickly come on and we were talking about this Leafs Florida series, and I was like, oh shit, I think the Leafs are going to win tonight and they're going to make this like a series. Like I think, and we're kind of pulling for it because we want this to be a series. Like a sweep would have sucked. A sweep sucks. And we've had blowout games left and right. And it's like, just give us a series here because these are two teams, and like, I just think if the Leafs win tonight, now it's a series. Now it's interesting. Now everyone's engaged back into this in a different kind of way. And also, like, you never know what can happen if the Leafs can get hot. And the core four, busy. Your core four, a couple guys got on the sheet last game.
Well,
it took a nice little bounce. It took a nice little bouncy bounce off the referee for Nylander and then Marnsey.
That was the luck they needed. I feel like Nylander's been skating great all season.
Yeah,
Singsy's buying a boat. Singsy's buying a boat if the Leafs win a series.
That's kind of a random purchase.
Singsy, you're in my basement. Where are we going to put the boat?
You could just say you want a boat. You don't have to fucking. You're going to buy it regardless. He's going to buy a jet ski if they lose. He's going to buy a boat if they win. So I just didn't want to see. I feel if they got swept and embarrassed, I would have imagined they would have cleaned house, or at least somebody would have been canned. Would you not agree?
Yeah, I think we agree.
Now, if it goes to 6 or 7, I feel like people's jobs are safe, where at least they're going to get a year or two to try to right the ship and get the job done. But Nylander's looked great. Execution's finally there. Marner needed to have a game because I would say that overall he's looked the worst this series of any of the big three. JT's getting a little older, so he's slowing down, and there's other things that he does that helps, like face-offs he's been good at all playoffs so far. But JT and Matthews have to show up this game now because the other two did. So as long as part of the core four is helping them get over the hump and winning games, it alleviates pressure from the other guys. But Wool, or however the fuck you say his name, he looks awesome. But just overall, I'm very confident going into this one where you mentioned their backs against the walls. In game 4, it's the most desperation I've seen from the Leafs, where they were tight in the house. What'd they finish with? 21 or 22 block shots compared to 9 for Florida. So you could see that defensive commitment was there.
Yeah, that's what I was. Shen saved one too, Merle. Shen blocked a couple. Like I thought they could have shot.
He had the one good poke check, Shenner. But that's why I like the Leafs is because I think they figured out how to win finally. Like in the playoffs, they blocked the shots, and they're like, "This is what we got to do." Now we figured it out. We're going to do it again, even though we're at home. We'll get our chances later on. Well, let's block the shots, and I'm real excited for this game.
You got any picks for us? Everyone's getting their picks in. This guy here, he says he's got some.
I got a nice pick for you. I'm going Leafs. It doesn't happen often. I'm going Leafs under 6.5 plus 104. A guy gave me the stat that every time these unders are plus money, they've been hitting. And like I just said, they're going to be blocking the shots again. Elimination game under 6.5. I love that tonight.
Oh, I love that too. Put me down for that too, Mer.
What's the under for Wool for goals against? Have you heard about this guy's meditation routine?
Oh, he's one of these. He's a meditator guy.
Oh yeah.
Who's the other guy that was doing this? Akira Schmid.
Let's meditate before we make a few more picks.
Thank you, everybody. Imagine yourself.
Doesn't that feel nice? Even just a couple breaths in and breaths out.
Yeah, amazing.
Everybody who's watching right now should do it. Let's do like a 10-second meditation here. Everybody.
Yeah, come with us. Picture your day. Picture having a great day today. And a great night.
Score 4 activating and Leafs winning in 7.
Everyone hits their bets.
0-0. Wall's gonna let in less than 2.5 goals.
There
We're gonna cash 108 under 2, and they're gonna have more money than a Dickie D guy.
Good radio there. Here,
that's good. Video. That's good. I think everybody listening needed that. I'm not getting a Hummer right now. I got my hands down my pants and I'm tugging it. I ain't getting a Hummer. I'm rubbing the old Snuffleupagus. But other than that, I expect though for Florida to be a little bit better. I would say that was their worst performance from all of playoffs, and I don't really think they played bad. I think it was a combination of Leafs playing desperate and then Florida just not playing the way that they had been playing. And they deserve an off night. They'd gone 6 in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you think Wall has a breakdown? Do you think he comes in, he played good last game, he got the job done? You know, there's kind of that emotional, and then you come into the next game and you're like, oh shit. No, you don't think so?
No, because he meditates.
Because his meditations? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we've heard a lot about the coaches saying that it's like the worst they've played, and the worst they've played. Carolina rebounded. Edmonton said the same thing. They rebounded. So it's a little scary that Florida did play that bad. And a little nugget. I know you love your little nuggets, Biz. It was, I think, 17 years ago to the day, the Leafs hired Maurice as their coach. Does that make sense?
Yes.
That's exactly the day. And I want to say that they are 0-5. Former coaches are 0-5 in series against the Leafs. That could be a complete lie, but I'm all positive for the Leafs. I'm looking for anything for the Leafs tonight.
Oh, my God. Speaking of this, go back to the New Jersey-Carolina thing when New Jersey and Carolina last played in the playoffs or something. It was like 0-4. Did you see that stat? And they wanted
the puck over the glass.
Yeah, the puck over the glass penalty to win the game.
Penalty.
I hate it too, but like, what a crazy
So the stat is
history repeating itself.
Lindy Ruff was coaching. I want to say it was 06, maybe a little bit earlier, but there was a puck over the glass penalty in the third period, and it was Campbell who got it. And Rod Brindamore scored on the power play to put them up 3-2, and they ended up winning that game and then going on to the Eastern Conference Finals. Well, fast forward, Brindamore's coaching. Lindy Ruff is the coach of New Jersey. Puck over the glass from Siegenthaler, and then they end up scoring the OT winner on it.
Yeah.
So
isn't that nuts?
Yeah. There's another funky one. Did you see Jazz's post last night?
Oh, what was that? Yeah, I saw it. it. Did you comment on?
Have you guys explained? Have you guys explained who Jazz is?
No.
On the show?
No, you should do it. He's a great guy.
Statistician who works with TNT. He's just a beauty. He's from Philadelphia originally, but it's awesome because when we're at TNT, we could just we're at the desk, instead of us having to research it and us take 2 minutes and take our focus off everything, we could say, hey, Jazz, what's his, what are the high danger scoring chances tonight for Seattle? And he'll rifle it right back. So he said this. He said, Eric Holla becomes the first player in Stanley Cup playoff history to be eliminated by the same opponent in 3 consecutive postseasons while playing with 3 different teams. So that's a kick in the dick. Carolina runs his show.
Yeah, I saw somebody wrote underneath that, he better sign with Carolina next year. It's his only chance.
Yeah, the Corey Perry treatment.
Yeah.
Holla played for Nashville in 2021, and then Boston 2022, and then New Jersey 2023. So a nice little nugget there. He's got plenty of them. His name's Chris Jazz. I don't even know how the fuck to say that.
Skirkowskovich.
Yeah, holy shit.
It's like a crazy last name. We just call him Jazz.
Zemsky.
Follow him on social media. He's got good little nuggets all the time on there, though.
Nuggets, yeah.
He's got great nuggets. So I'll give you my picks tonight. I got Bennett 2 points plus 375, and I got Marner 1 power play point plus 145. And then I like your over pick, Merles, on that game.
No, under.
Or sorry, under. My bad. Yep.
You had Bennett
Leafs under
1.5.
Yep.
What's Luke Shen point? What's that juice running?
Oh, he's going to get it in the mixer. He'll throw it in the mixer.
I can look that up for you. I don't know if he's even offered.
I used to bug him all the time. His wrist shot, I used to call it the potato cannon. You just get those things.
Luke Shen is not offered right now.
He's not on there.
Fuck, that's discrimination against the X Factor. They're scared to lose their blouse. I'd put the Dickie D's life savings on Luke Shen point tonight.
The old potato cannon. He'd get that thing out, just thunk. He just releases that wrister. Thunk.
Yeah. Oh no, Tavares got hit by the potato cannon in the mixer. He's out for the series.
I used to call him every time he shot. I'd just look at him.
His head fell off. His head fell off.
Yeah. JT off his head it in. Holy God, unbelievable. Oh man, that's hilarious stuff right there, buddy.
Billy and Forsey lost.
Yeah. Did he give us his picks?
Is it TNT tonight, Biz?
TNT, we got a doubleheader.
Nice. Alrighty, nice. I took the nap today, so I'm ready to go.
I'm taking Marner, anytime goal scorer after Tkachuk just embarrassed him last game. Anytime goal scorer plus 155. Love it. Mitchie Marner comes to play tonight.
He's been in the mixer. You know what I mean? He's getting heat. So he got off the schneid last game, kind of arrived in the series. So you think he's just going to build on that? He has to, right? He has to.
I would say I'm going to take this one plus 500. Bennett leaves Toronto with an assault charge. That's actually a Barstool boost.
Oh my God. Well, at the end of the last game, did you see him? He got McCabe on the ground and pounded him with shots down there. And he got up. I saw his visor, like he had a little cut on his cheek when he's going off McCabe. That guy's a lunatic.
And you can actually add to that as another boost, 15 plus 1,500 for the fish hook. If he gives one of the Leafs players a fish hook. So that's check that out on the Barstool Sports book.
Gudis over 3 hits, sending folks to the shadow realm. Busy. How about that hit by Gudis last game? It was a double hit. It was crazy. He hit him, and then he hit him again after he rebounded off the glass and just smashed him. Holy!
I felt like I was watching NASCAR, and somebody just went right into the wall. Tires flying everywhere. But yeah, that was dangerous looking.
Oh, it's a huge hit.
Yo. Yard sale. I'm just glad Camp's okay because he's been one of their better skaters. Have you noticed him out there?
Him and Lafferty been buzzing every time they get out there. They're buzzing, and like one of the big guns usually goes with them. But I've really noticed
band.
Them.
I call them the 2-man band. And then you just chuck whoever with them. Doesn't matter. You could chuck the peanut dispenser guy at the rink, or what do you call those guys? The guys who bring the beer down the aisle.
Get your peanuts here. Get your beer. Peanuts.
People, like, how boozed up are the people in Toronto already for today? Friday night. Oh, my God.
They're in the, what's it called? The square. They're in the yacht club. They're getting the yacht club.
All those rich dudes with seasons in the gold section are texting all their Instagram thoughts and hookers and whatever you want to call them.
They're like, guys, I just got an unbelievable sushi platters lined up for tonight in the suite. It's going to be unbelievable. We'll get through that first. We'll come out. Okay, this is the plan. We'll get the sushi, we'll get it all dialed in, and then we'll get the caviar, we'll crack it, and then we'll go to our seats with 5 minutes left in the first period.
Done. That's about when the Coke wears off, and then we head back in when the horn sounds. But club. I think that's pretty good on Toronto. What else do you guys got for bets?
Or is I got one more in Toronto. One more. I go with Swede, Jan Kruk, over a half point plus 120. He's been a little quiet. Iron Hook is, if you translate that, that's what his name means. And I was just watching the World Championships, and they showed a little highlight of when he won the championship in Brinas. So it was just a little sign for me that he's going to get one tonight. And I'm just going with a point, but I got a feeling he might get a goal for us.
And everything's on the line. Leafs trying to stay alive again. Series 3-1. They built some momentum last game, played the right way, found a way to win, got good solid goaltending of a guy that everyone was like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? What are we doing? And they get the job done. Now moving on to the next series tonight. Oilers, Golden Knights, some bad blood. Some bad blood. Nurse suspended. Petro suspended 1 game. I'm sure we got reacts from everybody on Spit and Chicklets, but they'll be missing both those guys. I think the Petro loss is bigger for Golden Knights just because of the player that he is and how much he, affects the game defensively, but offensively as well. Should be interesting tonight. But looking at this series tied 2-2 back to Vegas, what do we expect? Just Leon to be just crazy? Is Leon going to go nuts tonight that his arm didn't break and he's like, oh my God, here we go. Like I'm going to shove it up your hoop now.
Yeah, I got him very simple. Leon 1 goal, minus 148. Very simple, easy win. If you want to start looking for better odds, 2 goals, but he's getting at least 1.
Yeah, I was looking at 2 goals, but
you guys think he's going to get 2? I expect it to be the least penalized game of the series.
Here we go again.
I think. So I was talking to Koharski, who he's like the officials analysis guy for TNT. Him and Meyer were switching off and on, and he says he knows that there's like a meeting going on where they kind of calm both sides down, basically smartening everybody up.
Really?
Inside scoops.
No. Every round has a supervisor.
Yep.
And they talk to both teams, and they probably want enough of the nonsense done. Because for a few games now, with like Kane running Pietrangelo, and then all the nonsense that carried over to Game 4, I would expect it to be a very disciplined game on both sides. I think this one I would take the draw. I think it's going to overtime. the Draisaitl goal, yeah, I guess I could see that happening because it's hard to keep him off the board. Yeah. But I don't think they're going to get as many power plays as we've seen. Do you guys not agree that they got Vegas got hosed in that game in the first period?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we talked about that.
It was fucking awful.
The missed cross check from Yamamoto and
that changed the game
back in their net. Changed just a huge swing.
Does anyone cry louder than Oilers fans?
They're pretty good at doing that. Yeah,
Leafs fans definitely cry louder.
I don't think they cry louder. I think that they're
Canucks fans are pretty good too. They cry too.
For a losing fan base.
100% Army. You definitely won the cake there. Canucks fans are the worst.
I think we could all agree on Canucks.
Hey, no Petro out there though. No Petro. Connie McDoozy. He gets dancing around. What are they going to do? He's got a little more room. He's going to get away from no Petro in Vegas. They can't get the matchup. What are they going to do with this? I saw someone put in here, Leon plus a Connor goal, 1 goal each plus 205.
So I can see that. I can definitely see that. I'm definitely I was already going to take the under because of these stats. These guys can't hit the under. And now with the inside scoop that there's not going to be as many penalties, I'm going to move it up to under 7 minus 139. So that way if it does go 3-3, Mr. Ice 3-3, I get a push. But I'm these elimination games, I just feel like it's going to be under again. And now with this penalty scoop, I really love that under. Vegas under, Leon a goal. I don't know who's going to win. I don't know who's going to win that game.
Has Aiden Hill been confirmed the starter?
I've not seen it. Our Vegas insider Miggs couldn't make it today. He took the wife out for dinner or something, but he's on the over actually. And I forget who else he had for a pick, but so he got no inside scoop from our Vegas insider.
Put me down
today.
For this. Connor McDavid 3 points.
Connor McDavid 3 points.
At least 3 points. It's plus 185. That's not even great.
That's it for 3 points.
I know, but
this guy is.
That's how good this guy is.
Do you guys have Mark Stone under or over 2 back injections before game pregame? What do you guys have on
Hamstring stretches. Over under 10 minutes of full blown hamstring and 10 stretching.
And
over under how many? Yeah, over under
release.
Cross checks he's going to take too. They definitely
when he got up
him
with
every
that
game.
Cross check. When he got up, he always holds his stick upside down too. Stoney, he's like his hair. He's like Krusty the Clown, and his stick's upside down. He holds it weird in his other hand. Like, do you ever notice that? And he's just like, he gets up and he's just like, he got hit in his face off. He could have got his face off the goalie's skate, which was bad. And then Ekholm comes down and just blasts top Ched. Totally changed the game. Should have been a cross-checking penalty. And it wasn't, but he gets up and he just looks like he got up after a 4-day bender.
If I had to take a swing for the fences, I would say Theodore over 1.5 just because now he's getting Petro's reps.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's especially those offensive reps. That was Miggs' other pick over 1.5 points. It's plus 480. I have it right here. So Yeah,
okay.
Are you trying to steal my friend Miggs from me? You guys talking on the side?
No.
Busy, I'll ride with you on that one. And Miggs, I'll ride with Miggsy on that one.
I feel like it's a nice little sprinkle bet. Maybe that's like funny. $25.
Yep. Just see how it goes. I like that.
Yeah,
I like
responsibly.
Put a Fairmont mixed drink on it, $20. Put a Four Seasons OJ, breakfast OJ on it. It's like, holy fuck, where are you getting these oranges from?
Put a side of hash browns at the Four Seasons side of hash browns on it.
What type of place you like? Imagine trying to call something the All-American breakfast. What do you picture when you think of All-American? You think of two, three eggs, some bacon, some hash browns, some toast, some jam,
sausage.
Bro, after about a year of my first year at TNT, they had now they took it away. Now you have to pay for your hash browns separately.
Besides, yeah.
Isn't that a fucking joke?
That's a joke.
Amazing.
I'm a big hot sauce guy. I'd rather you kick me in the dick for breakfast and just give me the hash browns.
Biz goes down for breakfast, just stands in a nice wide-legged plank, and then just come up. Boom! He just is like,
but make sure you bring me my fucking hash browns.
Yeah, I do the hot sauce.
I'd let the fucking maid Amber Heard my bed, take a huge deuce, and just leave it there while I go down for breakfast. I wouldn't care. I'd sleep on the bare mattress. Give me my goddamn hash browns. I'm not paying $15 for these potatoes.
Good luck. Have you even gone down for breakfast yet today? Or
yeah, I
you're
went
up
with
late?
Coho. That's where I got the inside
Oh,
scoop.
that's where you got that. Yeah. Okay. Good.
I got
love that.
I got his breakfast. So
I love that. Boots on the ground, busy, always working, hardest working guy in showbiz. I love it, buddy. Who do you think's going to win tonight in this Oilers Vegas game? Do we have any winners? I think a draw. Who's going to win though?
I feel like Oilers are going to win in 6.
Yeah.
It's just I want it to go to 7.
They win the night. It goes back to Edmonton. They end it.
They close out. Yeah. And I think that they'll probably end up taking advantage of the fact that Petro's out. He means so much to that team. He's not intimidated going after McDavid and Draisaitl. He embraces that type of challenge. That's just how tapped he is. So to replace that is just so difficult, in my opinion. But I'll say this though: if the Oilers don't take advantage of having him out of the lineup, then things really get interesting. They got to take it. Oilers have to win tonight. Would you not say if Oilers don't win tonight, they lose the series?
I wouldn't say that. Oilers at home, Game 7.
Okay.
I just think
I'm going to take 97 if it goes to Game 7. I always take the best player.
Because the reason I say that is I feel like going into this game, I know that he overhand slashed him, but based on how they were taking runs at Petro, how the series has maybe been officiated, Vegas feels like it's them against the world, right? So they're fucking pissed off. So if they could sneak out this win without Petro in the lineup, they go in with this massive edge getting him back in Game 4. So I really like Vegas if they win tonight.
Wow. I hope the Oilers win.
I'm going to look up that series price right now. Let's see what Vegas for the series is.
Let's go,
plus
Merles.
140. It's only plus 140. Wow, I would have thought that was bigger.
I think the Oilers get it done. I like the Oilers. I think they get it done. If they get 2 power plays tonight, I don't care. They're getting 1 for sure on the PP.
Yeah, I really don't have a clue. That's why I'm just sticking with the under. 2 unders. I'm going to stay up, watch both games. I'm a mush, so there won't be a lot of goals. There won't be fun games. I'll do all this. Like last night, I stayed up for that first period of Carolina, and it was kind of a
I got to say, personally, for a hockey fan though, boys, tell me if I'm wrong. Last night's 2 games versus the 2 that are coming up tonight, I get way more excited for the 2 coming up tonight. Just, I don't know. Like one's the upset of Florida that wasn't supposed to be here, and like the Leafs are kind of making it interesting now. Who knows what could happen? And then you got like McDavid. It's just the stars and like the possibilities and everything in these 2 games. So tonight, Friday night, good thing we don't have a show tomorrow, boys. She might be hungover city.
I like that Hyman.
Yeah,
I like that high because I feel like he's been quieter on the power play.
Yeah, mixer guy
over the last couple games where they're gonna have to. They're always constantly changing up their power play positioning. Where I feel like he's gonna get a greasy one on the doorstep tonight. I will say that with the fact that the refs just got out of the way in that Carolina New Jersey game, I thought that was one of the most fun back and forth games that I've watched all playoffs. I thought it was a great competitive game and a fun one to watch, and them being able to close out made it interesting.
I want every game like that, Busy. I want every game like that.
For everybody listening, you know why it was so good? Because there wasn't many penalties. There was flow. They had flow in the game. All the lines were getting out there. It was interesting. It was high-paced, up and down the ice. And Carolina, man, talk about some of these unsung heroes. Jordan Martinook tied the record for most points by a Carolina Hurricane in a series. He had no points in round 1, finished with 10 in round 2.
Crazy.
That's nutty.
So then that's how you how they keep winning without all these guys, without Svechnikov, without Teravainen. Yeah, that's why. Look at these guys stepping up. It's huge.
I would say Slavin might be the most underrated player in the league.
Yeah.
He is
so
out of his mind.
All their D were so good last night. I just did this whole series. Their D are sick. They can score.
Extremely underrated. He's on a 6-year deal at $4 million a year. Burns obviously is Burns, Slavin, that top pairing, and then Brady Shea looked awesome.
Yeah, Brady Shea looked good.
He looked great, and he's a man rocket too. This guy's got everything going for him. Probably hung like a horse too.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, and then the other guy that is like Martinook right now, who just popping off and really helping their team with that secondary scoring, is Max Domi.
Yeah, I love him.
He looks awesome right now.
Yeah,
he's skating well. Pounding guys.
Yeah, so I had him for a goal yesterday, and did you see that at the empty net there, Army, at the end? The guy Faxa could have passed it to him, because that's what I called on the show. I'm like, he's out there for the empty net. That's why I like Domi to score, and he didn't pass it to him. He scored for himself. But
What did Domi do last time?
Domi's a
Remember
free
Domi?
agent too. He'll be in
last series. Domi empty net, passed it to a guy. The guy passed it back to him. He got it in. It was like a crazy sequence because it's like the playoffs. But like Domi's just the ultimate. I think he's like a great team guy. He does like a lot of hard stuff that you want. He's skilled enough to contribute as well. So
he's better. He's better when he's playing with an edge too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Him and Dunn were getting into it in I want to say game 4.
Yeah.
Just, he wasn't backing down. So when he's playing like a piece of shit out there too, he has enough offensive ability where he rounds out his game.
I feel like last year in Carolina, I was excited with him in Carolina when they picked him up, and he just wasn't a big enough piece of shit. And but when he's like involved, like you said, though, he's like a game changer that way, because I think he's obviously skilled enough too to like impact the game. So it just gives him like another dimension, so
creates a little more space for him. It just brings them into the fight. But I don't really have much else, boys. If there was anything else you had for me, or
no, that's everything. Buddy. There we go. We're gonna wrap up the show.
Yeah, we're gonna talk a little World Championships, but we'll let you get going. You got a lot to do. We're gonna take your Team Canada tonight, but we'll let you go. Thanks for coming on. We'll look forward to seeing you tonight on TNT.
We'll be watching.
Leafs 4-2. Matthew's gonna have one for sure, and Wall. Look out for this Wool kid, Wall.
Love you guys. Busy. Yeah, you're the best.
He's busy.
There he goes. Get us into
I'm
this World Championship.
For him. I'm excited. Yeah, World Champions quickly. U.S. big upset just now. Beat Finland, the home team, 4-1. Czechs won 3-2. We got Canada tipping off right now. We got Canada going.
Latvia.
Yep, and Migsy's on over in that game.
In Latvia too, just to remember. So the crowd will be crazy.
Oh, the Latvians are nuts for hockey.
They're nuts. So
But
what
I'm
do you
still
got
on
for those?
Canada -1.5. Canada's good. They got a lot of guys, NHL guys. Fantilli, I'm excited to check him out. That's going off in 25 minutes.
Oh, perfect.
And Sweden's playing same time. Migsy gave Sweden -2, that's a lot of goals, but he thinks they're going to kill Germany. They're going to beat up on Germany, but I'm just going to stick with Canada. Canada -1.5. Sweden, I want to win because I'm here, but the line's too big for me there.
There we go. Patrick G. Mafia. Canada equals the final boss.
There you go.
Great comment. There it is right there. That's
Isn't
awesome.
it in Finland? Yeah, the tournament, one group's in Finland, one group's in Latvia. I assume that once it's down to the playouts or whatever, it'll be in Finland. Bigger country, more rinks and stuff. It almost got moved out of Latvia because of all the nonsense going on, but now they're back there. But it's crazy. That game, I watched the U.S. game today. They look good. I wasn't happy with the roster. What didn't look like too many NHL guys came over, but they brought some young kids, and they look good. Puck had the empty netter, so he's always a good player to watch.
Yeah, after his fight, fully engaged, ready to roll.
Ready. Yeah.
I love it. So keep an eye on that. 2 games tonight. We'll see what happens. Of course, Leafs on the brink, trying to survive. And then stay tuned for the McDaddy show. Couple key pieces missing on both teams. Petrangelo for the Golden Knights should be a good one. We'll see who moves on that.
So what's tonight? Friday. So then
Friday.
Game if they play
Sunday
again, it'd
night.
be Sunday, or we might not have anything to talk about by Monday. We will see.
Yeah. Lots just to recap. Lots to recap, Merle.
Lots to recap.
Is that everything? Thank you, ScoreBet.
That's it. Yeah. Leafs tonight. I'm excited. I'm telling you, I'm excited for this. This is it. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Leafs,
So
let's go.
thanks to everyone in the chat. Awesome day. Friday. Enjoy the night and enjoy the hockey. Catch those World Championship games if you can. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks for participating, hanging with us in the chat, and subscribing to Chiclet's YouTube page, of course, right, Merles? We got to get those numbers up. Let's
Share
go.
it.
Boom.
Talk
Share
your buddies into watching it. Help us out.
Yep. And hopefully everyone hits tonight. Big night. Head into the weekend feeling good. So remember, Game Notes Daily. Don't forget to check the game notes. All right. Thanks for joining. We'll see you on Monday.